All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Happy Sunday. A day like this, the Lord, our Savior, He entered into Jerusalem, and people, the crowd, thousands of people, they were praising Him for all the work He has done for us. So we enjoy remembering what our Lord does for us, and we are not only remembering Him, we are so proud that we are following Him. The only thing can make us proud about that we are following the Messiah. Otherwise, we have nothing to be proud about. Today, our topic is about Muhammad and the symptoms of the mental disorder of Muhammad. And I challenge all Muslims, including those who they call themselves Ustadz in Indonesia. I am an Ustadz, and today I'm going to teach you. And the Ustadz, none of them dare to call me. And those who call themselves scholars, they are busy giving fatwa about, brother, can I shave under my arm? So when the question is very silly, all the Muslims voluntarily, they became scholars and they will answer you. When the question is serious, the Muslims disappear. And today our questions are serious. Was Muhammad mentally ill? The answer is absolutely yes. And we will not use a single story. It is not approved by Muslims. Approved, not only in their books, approved. Take a note of the word approved. If we go over the life of Muhammad, an old man who suddenly he want more wives. So he made verses in the Quran saying, any woman she wanna give herself to the Prophet so he can if her. The Muslim, they say here the word not if her, to marry her. Okay, so he will marry her, but he will not if her. When a prophet, he made a verse like this. And the whole verse saying, it is lawful for you to if the following. Your wives, they are his wives already, your God. I mean, this God, he is so smart to the point, he is saying to Muhammad now, after Muhammad is sleeping with his wife for the last century, Muhammad, you can have boom boom with them. But he is doing boom, they are his wives, are you a donkey or what? And then, did that stop? No. And the slaves you capture in war. Okay. So Mary the cook, she is a slave, so it's not lawful for him. So why he was sleeping with her? No answer. And those who Allah assigned to you, those are Allah assigned to him now, yeah. And the daughter of your uncle, and the daughter of the uncles, and the daughters of your uncle aunts, and the daughter and any women who immigrated with you, who dictate, and look at the false translation, her soul. Muhammad is going to have sex with her soul. She dictates her soul. In Arabic it says nafsaha, and the word nafs coming from the word soul, yes. But nafsaha mean herself. Dictate herself. What exactly she would dictate? Her vagina. What does this have to do with God? And any woman she dictate herself to the Prophet so he can if her. And in Arabic it says yastankihuha, which mean if ing, not Muslim they say marriage. Well, marriage you do it only a ceremony once and that's it. You don't do marry her every day. So he can if her non-stop. What does this have to do with God? How in the world this God is God? I mean, Muhammad already have tons of wives, and now he is making verses saying those and those and those and those and lawful for me, and in the top of that, any woman she gave herself to me. That is a sign of a sexual disorder. This guy, he like to own as many as he can. He never have enough. He liked to be the playboy, and women are around him, as many as he can collect. Yet he cannot have sex with them. It's a proving that Muhammad is sexually incapable. And the proof very simple actually. First of all, Muhammad, he could not have kids, and the Muslim they say, oh, he made his slave Mary have a child. This is a slave. She sleep with everybody. Muhammad, he have 13 wives. He could not make one of them have a child. All the children of Khadija are the children of the previous husband. The only one actually even the Shia consider to be his real daughter is Fatima. But Fatima is not his daughter too. And this is why there's a verse in the Quran where it says that there's a man, he accused Muhammad that he is abtar. He is cut off. The Muslims, they say cut off because he cannot have kids. But the fact the guy who was making fun of him, that his penis is abtar. And if you read the verses, you will die laughing, because Allah suddenly is defending the penis of Muhammad and saying to him what? To thee we have granted Al-Kawthar, and the Muslims, they say this is a fount. Fount of what? Sperm? What does this have to do with the guy he accused him to be abtar, cut off? What the fount have to do with this? Because this is a fount of sperm, maybe. Therefore, to the Lord in a prayer and sacrifice. Why he have to sacrifice for what? And he who has, like he accused you that you are cut off, he have no hope in the future. What does have to do with this? What about Allah making him have tons of babies to refute this guy that he is not cut off? Isn't it the guy accusing Muhammad, making fun of him, that you cannot have babies? Can't Allah make Muhammad have tons of babies? Especially have many wives? In 9 months, Muhammad, he should have at least 9 children. Can Allah do that? No, he cannot, for he is a fake God, and Muhammad fabricated this verse. So the Quran records for us that Muhammad is an impotent man, he cannot have children. And the hadith confirmed to us that Muhammad is suffering from mental issues and sexual issues. As an example, we read in the hadith, all those hadith we are going to read one by one. Let us start from this one. Once the Prophet was bewitched, that he began to imagine that he had done a thing, in fact, he had not done. Now, this is a symptom of illusion, and a person who is suffering from mental illness. All of us, we knew that, you know, there's people, they do the job as a, they claim to, they can bewitch you. There's people who do practice magic, yes. There's people, they claim they have control of people, yes. But all of us, we knew that magic does not exist. You see, if you read the Bible, the story about Moses, it says that his magic overcome their magic, but this is not a magic in the Bible. This is their understanding that because they are magician, so they thought he did magic. The fact Moses did not do magic. Moses, it was miracle from God. This is not a magic. So the Muslims, to explain the situation of Muhammad, that he is mentally ill, they claim that he was bewitched. How bad it was, the bewitching of Muhammad. So if you say to a Muslim, oh, you are following a bewitched prophet, he should not be offended, because here we go, the hadith says that you have a prophet who was bewitched. How bad it was? It was bad to the point that this guy, he think he's having sex, but in fact he did not. Read carefully. The prophet continued for such and such a period of time, imagining that he had slept, had sexual relationship with his wives, but in fact he did not. In fact, what? He did not. So when you reach the point that you cannot even be sure that you had sex or not, I mean, how much crazy you are. Because as you know, having sex is not okay. Did I drink water or not? Did I take my medicine or not? We might forget. That can happen to everybody. But thinking that you had sex, but in fact you did not, that is not like taking your medicine. Unless sex for Muhammad was something he do like a drink water, like, you know, it's like it take 1 second, so it's fast. So when Muhammad, he imagined himself having sex, and the one who's reporting this is first-hand witness Aisha, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Muslim cannot say that this is a lie. They cannot say this is weak. Can they? in which stage a human being, he imagined himself, and this is for a long period. Some Muslims they say a year, some Muslims they say 6 months, but obviously it was for a long time. What Muslims will say to us about this? And here the Muslim, they will say to you, Christian Prince, you are lying. Chapter 113, verse number 3. When Aisha, she come to Muhammad and she play with his hair, she wants sex. Muhammad, he said, وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ. The Muslim translation is very funny. From the mischief of darkness as it is overspread. What overspread? What overspread? This verse is about the penis of Muhammad. Muhammad claiming that when the penis stand up, that is from the evil of the night. And he is giving excuse for Aisha not to have sex with her because his penis obviously is not standing up. Now the Muslim, they will say to you, we challenge you. We challenge you to show us the difference. You are a liar. Where it says that? It doesn't say that, CP. Right? Does it say that or it does not say that? In the tafsir, it says that clearly. If we go in the tafsir, let us see. And I find it really very funny when Muslims, they try to refute us. And what they will say now, like they will say you are lying, or they will say the tafsir is lying. What they will say, what do you think the answer will be? They will accuse who of lying? They will accuse somebody, right? Let me see. Oh boy. It doesn't say that, CP. All right. Let us see which, we will need to find authentic books. So don't say we are making things up. Because you know them. You know what I mean? You know them. Otherwise, I have tons of books in front of me, actually, right? I can show. But we need to show something. The Muslims like. Okay, just to show you, let me show you on the screen how many books I can right now show that this is about the penis of Muhammad. The penis of the man. وقب من شر غاسق إذا وقب إنه الذكر إذا انتصب. It is the penis when it gets hard. Excuse my language. Actually here this is like Indonesian book. I'm not sure, but it's in Arabic here. جامع السعادات محمد مهدي, volume number 2, page number 8. من شر غاسق إذا وقب, أي من شر الذكر إذا قام أو دخل, which mean from the evil of the penis when it stand and get in. تفسير الطبري. Let us see what تفسير الطبري is saying. Let us go to الطبري, see if it says that too. You see, we are showing a reference. Let us see. الموسوعة إحياء العلوم قرآن تفسير القرآن. Let us see, hold on, to make it easier to find it right away. من شر قضيب الرجل إذا انتصب. Let us see. المحرر الوجيز. Let us see this book. Volume number 5. I mean, we do not need to show 1 million books. Those are Muslim scholars and they speak perfect Arabic. All right? Let us see. Here we go. Let me highlight it. إذا وقب. Let's make a line. ذكر الرجل, the penis of the man. الغاثق إذا وقب. ذكر الرجل, the penis of the man. All right? So this is not my understanding. This is not my explanation. And for sure, the Muslim, they will say, oh, it have the other meaning too. There's other explanation saying, no, this is not what it meant. And this is exactly showing us that Muhammad, he did not give them a religion. Muhammad, he gave them a book of confusion and stupidity. Because if you cannot, I mean, if things is confused to the point, it's about a penis or it's about something else, I mean, how bad this book is. So what the Muslim they do today, they take what they like and they dump what they don't like. So now Christian Prince, he showed them from their books, it says it's about the penis when it stand, and because Muhammad, he cannot have sex with Aisha, as we showed you. So Muhammad, he seek refuge by Allah against the standing penis, which he cannot have. So what he said to Aisha, I seek refuge by Allah from the standing penis. But Aisha is his wife and she is horny, she is young. The guy is old, he cannot do it. Huh? He cannot do it. Let us show, let me see if I can get more reference. Give me a second. Oh boy. I'm trying actually to find the reference even in English. Maybe we can find something. Give me a second. I mean, just additional reference, because already we showed you reference, right? but we try to show reference for whatever we say. And it doesn't matter how many references you show them, they will say it doesn't say that CP at the end of the day. We knew it, you know. But as you see, we show on the screen whatever we say, so they cannot play games with it. All right. Actually, I found the website, but it's not working with Google Translation because I think they load it inside the website, the script, the text. All right, let's see. Soon we will open our Skype if any Muslim would like to call us. And we will see. Sometime you want to find a reference, it take extra time. But I think I have a better solution. Let me do this. Already we showed reference, remember, but I want to show more. It's not enough to show only one reference from one Islamic books. They will say, okay, maybe this scholar, he is an idiot, and this is not true. All right. Here we go. This is another book, and actually this is posted in Indonesian for some reason, I don't know, Indonesian library. It says, ومن قوله, the tafsir name, the book of tafsir called إحياء علوم القرآن. I will show you the cover after we read this. It says here, ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب قال هو قيام الذكر وقد أسنده بعض الرواة إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إلى أنه قال في تفسيره والذكر إذا دخل وقيل إذا قام. إذا قام ذكر الرجل ذهب ثلثاء عقله. Translation. And Allah saying من شر غاسق إذا وقب, the verse, meaning, and when the penis stand and get in, and been said that when the penis stand of a man, the 2/3 of his brain, or the third of his brain, is gone. We go down. Hadith Ibn Abbas. And here the Muslim, they say to you, oh, this is a weak hadith, man. They say it's a weak hadith. It doesn't matter if it's a weak hadith. It's talking about the hadith, right? But the meaning is still the same. قيام الذكر, the standing of the penis. And now we will show you the cover of the book. And this is Ibn Abbas. He mentioned the hadith, as you see. But for sure the Muslim, they will say to you, this is, we reject this hadith. But who care about the reject? You cannot reject the meaning, because at the end of the day it's Arabic. إحياء علوم الدين الإمام الغزالي. The book name إحياء علوم الدين by Imam al-Ghazali. Alright? So, if we continue in the madness of Muhammad, Allah, He promised him a fountain in heaven. For what? We don't know. What this fountain for? No Muslim knows. What He would do with it? We have no idea. But this fountain have a very white liquid. And the accusation was about him not being able to have sex. And you will notice here, Muhammad here, he is saying that because there is a bewitching. Muhammad, look, you need to put the verse into the story. Oh, you guys, you don't see the screen? It's my fault. Sorry. Hold on. So you did not see what I was showing in the screen, huh? Oh boy. Hold on. Okay, it's my fault. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put it again. Man. Where is the page? I just close it. Man, oh man. Let us see. We just closed the website, which is having the book, and now I'm trying to find it again. And I thought you guys are seeing it in the screen. But too bad. But no problem, it's okay. Here we go. We found it. Give me a second. Now we will put it for you in the screen. Here we go. Sorry for that. This is the book. It's called إحياء علوم الدين for Al-Imam al-Ghazali. It says, Al-Imam al-Ghazali, not a Christian prince saying that. قال عن ابن عباس. Ibn Abbas said, في قوله تعالى. Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad. About Allah saying, من شر غاسق إذا وقب. From the one who enter and stand, get in. He said, قال هو قيام الذكر. And let me highlight so people can read with me. And Ibn Abbas mentioned in his statement about Allah saying من شر غاسق إذا وقب قال هو قيام الذكر. It is the stand of the penis. And some they reported this hadith that this is a hadith from Muhammad himself, not from Ibn Abbas only, that he said الذكر إذا دخل وقد قيل إذا قام ذكر الرجل ذهب ثلثاء عقله. So Ibn Abbas, he is mentioning this is the meaning, and then there is a hadith saying that the Prophet said that when a penis stands, the third of the brain of the man goes. Now let us connect things together. And again, let me show the page number for this book, so whoever want to go and check it out. This is page number 96. You can find it. All right, 96. Actually, most of the page here is speaking about sex anyway. But if you go back to the Quran and try to connect the dots together, we will find that what Ibn Abbas said, that this is about the penis standing, and Muhammad is seeking refuge by Allah from such an evil thing. I mean, why it's evil? Read carefully why it's evil for Muhammad. From the mischief of those who practice secret art. Okay, what the penis have to do with secret art? You see, I'm trying just to make you see what I see. And from the mischievement of those who do envy. So Muhammad, he claimed, by the way, it doesn't say secret art, it says those who blow on the knot. If you change the translation, you will see how the translator hide many words. Look at the translation here. And from the evil of the darkened night as come with its darkness. This is not this Ibn Abbas saying this about the penis standing. So what the darkness of the night? And then from the evil of the witchcraft when they blow in the knots. So what does have to do with the blow of the knots? Those who do bewitching, they do it only at night. To understand this, we go to the hadith where it says that Muhammad, he was bewitched, and Muhammad was imagining himself having sex, but in fact he did not do so. You remember? Muhammad was imagining himself having sex, but he did not do so. Let us see the hadith which we showed you before. The Prophet continued for such and such a period, imagining that he had sexual intercourse, but he did not. So here we understand why the verse is speaking about the penis is standing up, the evil of the penis is standing up. For Muhammad saying here that his private part stand, don't think it's not working, it's stand, but there is evil on it. Somebody placed a black magic on the penis of Muhammad, so it's not functioning right. His brain too, not only his penis, to the point he cannot have sex with his wives. His penis is not working no more. But Muhammad saying, but this is not because of my fault, because somebody bewitched me. And this is why the verse speaking about penis and right away jumping to speak about those who blow on the knot and doing witchcraft. So Muhammad claimed that the witchcraft which placed on his penis is making Aisha unsatisfied. Aisha, she wants sex, he cannot give her sex, and he seek to Allah, refugee to Allah from the witchcraft which is making the penis stand, but for different purpose. It doesn't stand with Aisha. Stand only when he is not with them, when he is imagining, as he claimed. If we go back in the hadith, you can go right now and search the symptoms of illusion. Somebody, he have illusion. What is the symptoms? You will see that all the symptoms of illusion exist exactly in Muhammad. If you go to a doctor and you say to him, I am imagining myself having sex with my wife, but I never did, is he going to say to you, this is because of witchcraft? Anyone agree with that? If there's any one doctor in the world will agree that this was witchcraft, or he will say this is mental illness, chemical disorder. But maybe this is not enough to prove that Muhammad is suffering from mental illness. But the story itself is enough to prove to us, because it's coming from Muslim mouth, reported by a Muslim, authentic hadith, Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 6063. And Muhammad, he claimed, and this is showing us how mentally he is affected, that two angels came to him. And one of them, look at this, there come to me two men. One of them sat near my feet and the other near my head. And the one near my feet, he asked about the one near my head, and he pointed his finger to me, saying, what's wrong with this man? Muhammad himself admitting that there's something wrong with him. Do we agree in that? Can you say Muhammad nothing wrong with him? What's wrong with this man? What the other man said, those are supposed two angels coming in the shape of a man. The later replied, he is under the effect of magic. So it's confirmed by Muslims that Muhammad was under the influence of something. Muslims, they claim it's magic. But here we have a problem. The Quran confirms that Allah, he opened a Harry Potter school in the Babylon Tower. And the only magic he sent to teach the angels, through the angels, Harut and Marut, is a magic to divorce the wife from her husband, to make the husband and the wife and the wife fight. So how anyone learned the magic to control the penis of a person when Allah did not teach such a magic? Chapter 2 verse 102, it says that Sulaiman did not follow Shaitan, and he is not the one who do falsely the magic, but it was Shaitan. Okay, how Shaitans they did that? The devils are teaching man magic, such a thing that come down at the Babylon to the two angels Harut and Marut. Who is the one who taught Shaitan magic? Allah. How he taught him? How he taught not only Shaitan, he taught all mankind supposedly, or whoever want to learn. He sent two angels, their name is Harut and Marut, in the Babylon Tower, because this is the only elevator exists in the time of Muhammad. He heard about the tower, it's high, so it makes sense. Here we go, Harut and Marut. And this is one of the legends of the Muhammadan about Harut and Marut, and the fairy tale stories happen in the tower of Harry Potter. So Allah, he sent two angels to teach magic, and those magic, they do what? They teach magic only to cause separation between a man and his wife. Which mean a man and a wife, they will fight. How this magic extend to be about the penis? How Muhammad, his magic is controlling his mind, because as you see in the hadith, it says that he was imagining. So the magic here is different from the magic we see in the verse, because the verse saying clearly that this is something to cause separation between the man and the wife, which means they will start fighting each other. But here, Aisha, she is not fighting with Muhammad, and neither Muhammad is fighting with Aisha. But Muhammad is imagining that he had sex, but in fact, he did not. So where this magic is coming from, Muhammad have no answer for it. And then when they said, what's wrong with this man? The other person, he says he entered the magic. The first one asked, who had worked magic on him? The other replied saying, Lubayd ibn al-Asam. Here we go, even they have the name. They have the name of the guy. The first one asked, how would this happen? How he was able to control him? He said he used a comb of hair. Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage and excuse from Muhammad that he is a mentally ill person because of a magic, because somebody have some hair and he control him in the comb of the hair? Any Muslim can tell us? And how Allah was not able to stop the magic? The Muslim, they say to us, if Allah wants something, he say be is going to be. How come he is sending two angels and they are having a conversation, and then they start looking for the camp and they throw it away, and this is how the magic went away? And always we have to accuse the Jews that the Jews are the one who was controlling the penis of the Prophet and the brain of the Prophet. And here, remember, the Muslim, they say it was for 6 months or for 1 year. It doesn't matter. This is their own book and this is their own say. We don't trust that. However, let us say for the sake of argument it was only for 6 months. Muhammad imagining things. How many verses in the Quran Muhammad he received from the devil? Because when you are saying that I am imagining doing things, that means you are under the influence of something false, whatever it is. How many times Muhammad he imagined himself seeing Jibreel? Actually, in the hadith, not only Muhammad imagined himself having sex, Muhammad imagined himself doing things, but in fact he did not. And this is Sahih Bukhari. Which means all things Muhammad was doing is imagination. Once the Prophet was bewitched, so he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he had not done. So I saw Jibreel yesterday and he told me Quran. In fact, he had not done. I saw Jibreel yesterday and he told me to do this. In fact, he had not done. How we can trust Muhammad anyway after hearing this? If you are in the court and you bring a proof, medical proof, that there is somebody he imagined, even if this has happened once in his lifetime, that he imagined things happening which is not true, the judge will refuse you to be a witness. You are not legitimate no more. For obviously you are suffering from mental illness. Right? Any Muslim have anything to say? It says he imagined himself. He imagined. Now, we have tons of reference proving Muhammad to be a mentally ill person. And I will give you some more reference. Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs and women blood from period and garbage. Is that a sign of mental illness? Absolutely. There is no way a human being, he have little brain, he would do this. And this is little tiny water, by the way. Even the hadith here in front of us describe the size of it. So the Muslim can't say, oh, it was running water, oh, it was a spring of water, oh, it was river. No, it was not. Actually, this is why they call it bi'r bida'a. It's where people, they throw their garbage. And this is a Sahih hadith describing how small this water. What is the height of it? It is the level of the private part, below the private part. Below the private part. And how wide it is? The guy, he even put his sheet in the top of it and he covered it. You see it? He covered it by his sheet. It's so small. So imagine you have a small jacuzzi. Let us find a jacuzzi picture. By the way, we are the Arab, the first one who created jacuzzi. Prophet Jack, peace upon him, and his cousin Uzi, they come with the idea, and then the Western, they copy the you know, from us. Yeah, Prophet Jack and Uzi. Let us see. I'm just trying to find a picture so we can use. To explain the situation. I found many pictures actually, but there's only girls there with the bikini. Oh, okay, we found something. There's girls too. It's haram. It's haram. It's haram. Okay. So let us say that there is any jacuzzi don't have women, man. Let us see here. Well, look like we have no choice. We will use this one. What we can do. So imagine you are sitting in this water and you are Muhammad. Let us say this guy there in the image here, he is Muhammad. Peace be upon him. And here in the water, there's dead dogs. Not one, it says dead dogs. There's what? Flesh of dogs, which means that dogs are not only dead, they are pieces. So now we are going to throw dogs. Dead dog here. A dead dog, and this is his tail. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very good in the art, brother. Haram, brother. It's haram to draw anything, brother. Do you know that? It's haram. So this is the dog. Ho ho. This is his eyes here, and he is dead. Stinky dog. In the top of that, the hadith says there is women rags from blood. Many of them. Full of blood from the menstruation of women. In the top of that, there is garbage. Whatever the garbage is. All of this in this small container, and Muhammad is showering with it. If that is not a mental illness, it is what? Huh? If that is not a mental illness, this is what? Dead dogs. Well, we are not talking about living dogs. And remember, Muhammad even said that even living dogs are dirty. If a Muslim touch a dog, he cannot pray. The dogs are filthy for Muhammad. If a dog, he lick your dish, you have to wash your dish 7 times. The phobia of Muhammad from dogs. But yet we find him jumping in a small tiny water like this. If you stand is not even to your private part. And Muhammad, he have no problem to perform wudu so he can pray to Allah. If this is not a sign of mental illness, this is a sign of what? If we go back in the hadith, because maybe a Christian prince is not reading carefully. Here we go. It says, I measured the well, breathe off the well of bid'ah with my sheet and stretch it over. And he said it's a measure of 6 cubits. That's it. And the height is under the private part. So measure 6 cubit, a height for a private part, make that jacuzzi, throw some dogs, throw some garbage, stinky garbage, and throw some women blood from period, and then you will find out exactly what Muhammad was doing. Now, if there is any human being can believe really that this is not a behavior of a mental person. And here you will notice that people, they are asking Muhammad about this because this is strange. Otherwise, nobody will question it, right? If something normal, I mean, why people will question? I heard that the people ask Allah Messenger saying, water is brought for you from the well of bid'ah. It is a well, by the way, not only brought for you. There is hadith where it says that Muhammad was doing it inside the water. Let us show it to you. Let's read this one first. It was said, O Allah Messenger, shall we use the water of bid'ah will perform ablution while it's a well in which menstruation rags, flesh of dogs, and garbage is dumped in it? The Messenger says, indeed, water is pure, nothing make it impure. Continue. Here we go. It was said, O Messenger of Allah, you perform wudu from the well of bid'ah. Okay. Here it is Muhammad in the well of bid'ah. Read carefully. This is not the water brought for him. I passed by the Prophet when he was performing wudu from the well of bid'ah, and I said, look at the question. Are you performing from it when garbage is thrown in it? People, do you see it? Muhammad now is in the water, and now we have enough reference to know what kind of garbage we are talking about. Actually, in Arabic, it doesn't say garbage. It says يطرح فيها ما يكره من النتن. Thrown in it what is sick of the stinky things. You see? النتن. Stinky. In the translation, they just said garbage. It doesn't say garbage actually. The word garbage is not even mentioned there. It says in the thrown in it what is sick and stinky. The response of Muhammad. Water is not made impure by anything. Somebody saying PC, just advice for you. Never let your family see the work you are doing. Be ashamed of you. My friend, don't worry about my family to be ashamed of me. Be worried about your Prophet. Why my family, they will see me jumping in the water, have dead dogs? Well, then they will be ashamed of me. You see, you are trying to make it about me, but you have no answer for distributing the screen. Instead of being busy about Christian Prince and his family, don't worry, I don't have a family anyway. The Messiah is my family. I belong to him. He is my creator. This is why when we pray, we Christian, we say our Father. You see? The first thing we care for is our Father, and then whoever believes in that Father is my family. So all those people here, they are my family too, and they are proud about me. Ask them. Very proud about me, but I am not proud about myself, for I'm just a servant of the Lord. Instead of talking about me, Muhammadan, and this is the only thing you can do, what about you tell us what kind of a prophet, what kind of mental illness he's suffering from? He is jumping with dead dogs, women of bloody from period, and stinking garbage, and yet he claimed that this is clean. And yet you are worried about me. This is what happened to a Muslim when he sees things which is disgusting about his prophet. He make it about Christian Prince. Who care about Christian Prince? I am not a prophet. I am no one. Even you don't know who I am. Do you see people following me? Do you see I claim that I have a holy book? I'm a messenger of Allah? No, I don't believe in Allah and his garbage. I am not a messenger of anyone, and even I am not messenger of God. I'm no one. I'm nobody. I'm just a person asking questions, and you Muslims, you are in disability. Obviously, your prophet is mentally ill. It's a clear sign of mental illness, even when people they start questioning you about what? About your cleaning. When a Bedouin man, he walk inside the mosque and he unzip and he get his penis out and he start pissing. Muhammad, he said, let him finish. When the dogs, they go inside the mosque and the dogs start pissing and the Muhammad did not sprinkle water, obviously he is mentally ill. Jesus, he kicked them out from the yard of the temple. The yard of the temple, not the temple. You see, the temple have many yards, far away from the temple itself. The Messiah, he flipped the tables on them. He said, you made the house of my father a bazaar. Muhammad, people, they enter his mosque and they piss in the middle of the mosque. And Muhammad is watching. A dog's passing by inside the mosque of Allah. And Muhammad never clean after them. Isn't it this is a clear of a mental illness? Muhammad jumping in garbage. Muhammad imagined that he had done a thing, but in fact he did not. All of this proving to us that Muhammad is suffering from mental illness. My father said that during the lifetime of Allah Apostle, the dogs used to urinate and pass it through the mosque. Come and go. Nevertheless, they never used to sprinkle water on it. On what? The urine of the dogs. What do you say? Isn't it this is a clear sign of mental illness? And this is Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 174. So not only Muhammad, he washed himself by blood from period, dog's flesh, stinky garbage water, yet he have no problem that dogs enter the mosque and they piss inside the mosque. He told them, tell the man not to do it in the mosque. Guys, after the guy he finished, he told them, tell him not to do it in the mosque again. But he done it already. Guys, look at this. This Muslim is refuting me. I love it when a Muslim he refute me, brother. You tell half of the story, brother. The Bedouin who pissed in the mosque. Okay, hold on. Is that your word? Yes, brother, it's his word. He pissed where? Where? In the mosque. And your prophet was there watching, brother. And he let him finish it. And then after he finished it, he told them to tell him not to do it later. A clear sign of mental illness. And if Muhammad, he said to him later, or tell him not to do it again, because obviously people complain. But Muhammad didn't see a problem. To the point the man, he grabbed his penis in the middle of the house of Allah, and you are watching and you do nothing? And look what you said. He told his companion to wash after the man finished. Okay, so you Muslims, you wash from the piss of a man, but you don't wash from the piss of a dog? And do that make your prophet clean? Isn't it obvious that your prophet is suffering from mental illness, my friend? If you're a prophet himself, he showered with dead dogs and women blood from period and garbage, and the hadith confirmed that. What kind of cleaning you are talking about? Is that the best response you have? Any Muslim have a better response? Why Muhammad was washing in garbage water? Anyone knows? With women blood from period, dead dogs, stinky garbage. Anyone knows? Anyone? And as long Muhammad is protected by Allah, that he will not do stupid things, and he will not be stupid, for everything he receives is from Allah. Was that by the guidance of Allah to jump in the water, have dead dogs and women blood from period? Allah did not protect Muhammad when he was under the black magic, as Muslims claim that he have a black magic. Muhammad for a long time doing stupid things. Actually, I believe all his life is about stupid things. Where was Allah at this time? Who is the one who told Muhammad it's okay to jump in such a water and the water is always pure? Is that the inspiration of Allah? And here we will go to other proof that Muhammad is mentally ill. Muhammad, he used to receive his inspiration from his God. How he used to receive it? The hadith explained to us. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, and the hadith says, narrated Aisha, and you cannot say this is weak, remember, because I know you Muslims, you say it's weak. Anything you don't like, you say it's weak. And by the way, even weak is accepted. Aisha reported that Ibn Hisham, Al-Harith ibn Hisham, asked the Prophet, the false prophet, how does the divine inspirations come to you? Very good question. How it come to you, Muhammad? People want to know. Muhammad, he received inspiration from Allah. Okay, how you receive the inspiration? Prophet of Allah. Prophet of Allah, he answered, and he told them how he received the inspiration in a very unique way, brother. Simply, the first one who discovered this way of inspiration receiving is the Prophet Muhammad. He received it as a sound of a bell. He replied, in all these ways, the angels sometimes come to me with the voice of resembling the sound of a ringing bell. What? Ringing bell? Muhammad received Quran as a sound of a ringing bell. Go and see the symptoms of those who have mental disorder. They have the same symptoms. They hear sound of a bell in their head. They hear voices. So now Muhammad claiming that God, he speak to him through his angel, and the way he speak to him is a sound of a bell. Is that Bill Clinton? And then if Allah, he gave Muhammad a sound of a bell, and I want the Muslims to focus here. Did I say focus? It's impossible. A Muslim and he will focus? Keep it dreaming. Okay, I just said for you the chapter of Al-Fatiha. I want a Muslim to tell me how the angel gave him a sound of a bell and then the sound of the bell became Arabic Quran. Let me give you a chapter of Al-Ahzab. Yeah, it's long. It makes sense. Al-Ahzab is a very long chapter, so it makes sense. How this became Arabic? How the guy, he got a sound of a bell, and then the sound of the bell became Arabic. This is the chapter of Shuku Shuku. What? How this became Quran? I mean, obviously your prophet is mentally ill. Hearing sound of a ring need explanation, because if you receive a ring of a bell, then how this became Quran? Any Muslim? You know, guys, to be honest with you, sometimes I receive inspiration from Allah like this. This was Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This one. And this was Shahada. And then I receive even more, you know. What? Here, notice here, the dum 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 dum. This is when the angel was squeezing Muhammad. So what is this? And sometimes the angel, he come to me in the shape of a man. Okay, so he give you a sound of a bell, and then and this is, he said, this is the hardest on me, the sound of the bell. But hold on, isn't it you, Muhammad, who said that the bell is the instrument of shaitan? Isn't it Muhammad who said that? That the instrument of shaitan is the bell? How the shaitan and Allah, they use the same instrument? Actually, even Muhammad, he said, الملائكة لا تدخل بيتا or بيتا فيه جرس. Angels will never enter a house if there is a small bell in it. Look at the weakness, the phobia. Angels, they hate the bell because this is the Christian, they have a bell. You see how much Muhammad, he hate the Christians? Angels cannot enter a house, have a bell. Angels will not accompany a person who have a bell or a dog with him. So obviously the bell cannot be something that angels will use. As you see, they have a phobia from the bell. So how they have a phobia from the bell, and the phobia and the bell is the musical instrument of shaitan. Yet when the angels come to Muhammad, he gave him a sound of a bell. Obviously, Muhammad, he have mental illness. It's so clear. And if you search the symptoms of mental illness illusion, you will see that they hear sounds and they hear voices and they hear a sound of a bell specifically. Hmm? What do you think? All those hadith. All are sahih. And even he said, فَيُفْصَمُ عَنِّي. Read carefully what it says. How does revelation come to you? He says, like the ringing of a bell, and this is the hardest on me. When it depart, I remember what he said. Huh. When it depart, he remember what he said, but he gave you a voice of a bell. More signs of Muhammad being mentally ill. We have English signs. Muhammad, he have a symptoms of pedophile. Symptoms of pedophile. A pedophile have a symptoms. It's a mental disorder. Pedophile is a mental disorder. He recurrent intense sexual fantasies, urge or behavior involving sexual activities where the someone is younger, a child under the age of 13. Let us see if Muhammad he practiced that. Muhammad he married Aisha at the age of 6, and he was playing with her legs until the age of 9, and then he have mental intercourse, full intercourse. Here Muhammad is advising one of his men, saying to him, did you marry a woman or a child? Read carefully. The man he been asked by Muhammad, he said to him, have you married? He said, yes. He said, a virgin or a previously married one? The fact that doesn't say really a virgin. Translation here is false. It says a young girl, a child. Did you marry a woman or a child? This is Sahih Muslim, and this is the Muslim translation, and this is the hadith number in front of your eyes, 715. F, because it's about effing. I married a woman who had previously married. Allah Messenger said to me, Jabir, have you married? I said, yes. He again said, a virgin or a previously married. This is the Muslim translation. I said, Messenger of Allah, the one who was previously married. Whereupon he said, who said that? Muhammad. Why? Why? Why you don't marry a young child? A young girl. The Muslim, they say it says young. It says young girl, not young woman. But let us see, it's not enough in the translation. Is it really a child or maybe young woman? Because sometimes you use the word girl for someone, she is maybe 18. Maybe. Let us see. So, why you don't marry a young girl? I'm reading the Muslim translation. So that you could sport with her and she could sport with you. So the purpose now, Muhammad is advising a man who is happily married to leave the women who previously married and get a young girl. What is the wisdom of this? So you can play with her. This is Dr. Phil in the American show. Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil, I am married to a previously married woman. She is now my wife, and I like her a lot, and I love her. Any advice for me? Dr. Phil, he saying, why? 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 Why you don't marry a young one? Why? Why? You don't marry a young one so you can play with her and she can play with you. What? So you can play with her and she can play with you. Okay. So this is the purpose of a man marrying a woman? Sorry, a child? To play with her and to play with me? And he is given an advice of a prophet of God, and everything he say is coming from Allah. And then what the guy he said? The rest of the hadith expose Muhammad big deal, because it says why he did not accept to marry a child, proving that this is a child, or could amuse with her, amuse with her diaper. I said to him, you believe it? He's saying to her, or you could amuse with her. Amuse. This is the Muslim translation using the word amuse. She will amuse you. Marry a child, she will amuse you. I said to him, Abdullah died. He fell murder in Uhud, and he left 9 or 7 daughters behind him. I therefore did not approve the idea that I should bring a girl like them. Like what? Like them. Children's. But I, read carefully, but I prefer to bring a woman who should look after them and teach them good manners. So who is the one have a good manner here? Muhammad or this guy? The purpose of Muhammad's advice is to get a little child. She is in the age of the children this guy is taking care of. The purpose of this man's marriage is to bring a woman to take care of those children he have in the home. The pedophile Muhammad. This is his fantasy, and this is exactly what the symptoms of pedophile is about. And the man, he got him busted. He said to him, well, I cannot get a child in my house. I have enough of them. You see, all the hadith confirming that. He have orphans to take care of. And here you see the mental illness of this man. And this hadith is clear. Even in the Muslim translation they say, why you don't marry a virgin girl so that you might play with her and she is play with you, or might make her laugh and she make you laugh? I said, my father died having 7 or 9 girls, orphans, and I did not like to bring a girl, young girl like them. Like young girl like what? Like them. So I married a woman to look after them, which means she is like them and she needs somebody to look after her too. That is a clear sign of mental illness. What else? Are we done? No, we have illness. Muhammad actually, he tried to commit suicide. Did he? In Sahih al-Bukhari, where Muhammad claimed that he went to the 7 heavens, and as always, as usual, this is imaginary, and there is no witnesses for it, not even a single goat. It says here, and this is the Muslim report in this, not Christian Prince, that when Waraq ibn Nawfal, the real father of Muhammad, he died, Muhammad, he became so sad. The divine inspiration stopped. But after a few days, Waraqah died and the divine inspiration was also paused for a while, and the Prophet became so sad, as we have heard, that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountains, and every time he went to the top of the high mountains in order to throw himself down, Jibreel appear before him and say, "Oh Muhammad, oh mommy, oh mommy blue, oh mommy blue, oh mommy crazy, crazy mommy crazy." What's wrong with you, man? Each time the Prophet, he tried to commit suicide. I mean, look, hold on. I mean, the story here is astonishing. Not only proving to us that Muhammad mentally ill, Muhammad, he said that the one who commits suicide, he will enter hell. So why he himself is trying to commit suicide? And suicide, by the way, here is about killing yourself. But if you kill yourself to kill the enemies, this is why the Quran says, there's a big Muslim cleric, he said, this is why the Quran says, تَقْتُلُونَ وَتُقْتَلُونَ. You will be killed and you will be killed. This is what suicide is. It's allowed to do suicide in Islam if you are killing the enemies, but not if you are just killing yourself. But imagine the story here. Let me make it clear for some people, maybe he did not notice what's happening. I have to use my own skills. Excuse me. As you know, I'm very good in art. So Prophet Muhammad, he liked to commit suicide. Here we have a road. This is the house of Muhammad in Mecca. It's very thick. Let us make it thin. Alright, this is the house of a Prophet Muhammad in Mecca. Prophet Muhammad, he take the road. Prophet Muhammad, he keep going. Let's take this thing off so you can see what we are drawing. Muhammad, he go to the direction of the mountain, brother. He keep going, and here there is a mountain, brother. And then here the mountain which is going high. And now Prophet Muhammad, he started climbing the mountain, brother. We will make Muhammad in the color blue, because they said that they blow in the knot on his private part. So Prophet Muhammad was here. Then Muhammad, he climbed, he is here. Then 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 he climbed, he is here. And then he climbed, he is here. And then he climbed, and he is here. When Muhammad reached the top of the high mountain, brother, Jibreel appeared for him. Who? Jibreel. Let us make Jibreel in red. This is Jibreel, who have 600 wings. Appear in front of our Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad now is going to jump. Muhammad is okay. I'm going to jump now. And then in the last second before Muhammad he jumped, Jibreel, he hold him from his panty. He says, "Stop, man, stop it. Listen to me. Listen to me, Muhammad. You are truly a prophet of Allah." And the hadith says, upon that, the prophet, he cooled down, he calmed, and he go back home. He go where? Back home. So the prophet, he cooled down? Yes, brother. He go where? Back home. Okay. Read it. He said to him, "Indeed, you are messenger of Allah," whereupon that he would become quiet and he would come down and return home. But the story is not over. And whenever a period of coming inspiration used to become long, he used to do as before. Look, what the heck? So imagine this. Prophet Muhammad, he like it. From time to time, he have to repeat the same steps, brother. What steps? He leave his house. He come down now. He's coming down. Go home. And then, brother, Muhammad second day or fourth day, whatever, he leave his house. He walk. He climb. He go up. He go up. He go up. He go up. Going up. Almost there. I'm so tired. And now he is going to throw himself. And then the angel Jibreel, he appear in front of him again. I mean, look at the stupid story. Can Jibreel appear in front of him when he is down here? In front of his house? I mean, why you wait until the poor guy climb the mountain? Can't you appear for him when he is downstairs? Say, Muhammad, Habibi, Muhammad, where are you going, Habibi? Are you crazy, Muhammad? What's wrong with you? Didn't I tell you last time that you are a prophet? Huh? Muhammad, Habibi, listen to me. If you go back home right now, Allah will give you a lot of candies. And not only candies, baklava. And not only baklava, back and lava of hell. I mean, how stupid this angel is. He wait until the poor guy climbed the mountain all the way to the end to say to him, you're a prophet. Why you don't say to him before he leave the house? You know he's going to commit suicide. And this is telling us that Muhammad, he tried many times to commit suicide. If this is not a clear sign of mental illness, all those things we mentioned, what is mental illness then? So let us like remember what we say. Muhammad imagined himself having sex. This is not mental illness. Muhammad was bewitched according to Muslims. This is not mental illness. Muhammad receiving his inspiration of God in the ring of a bell, and then it turned to be Arabic in his own. That means Muhammad is making Quran in Arabic, not Allah, because Allah, he gave him a ring of a bell. The Quran today we should have, it should be saying tararan 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 tararan. This is the Quran. You're a prophet, he said it clearly, he received a sound of a bell. A Muslim, his name is Islam mean peace. He's saying to me, you don't understand. Explain to me. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. The guy is committing suicide and you are telling me you don't understand? And he tried to do it many times. You don't understand? The guy, he imagined himself having sex, but he did not have sex. And you are telling me you don't understand? And we can mention tons of stupid things Muhammad said, like the black dog is the devil, women are half a brain. Obviously, this is a sign of mental illness. This person is suffering from a lack of intellect, and his brain is suffering badly. We will wait for Indonesian Ustadz to refute us. All those things lead us to one thing, that Muhammad obviously officially is not only mental illness suffering from, he is pedophile, and this is a symptom of a pedophile who he encouraged even men around him. Not only he like it, he encouraged men around him to have sex with the children. Not only him, he like it, he promote his ideas that this is the right thing to do. It's the fun to do. Now we are asking the Indonesian Ustadz, all those who collect big salary from the poor Indonesians, who of you have the courage to call me? The only one we receive call from is a bunch of idiots. They don't know what they are talking about. Who is here a scholar? He would like to call me. Hmm? 2 a.m. in Indonesia. Yeah, it's my fault. I started late. Uh, but what we can do. Actually, I was planning to go in the other channel in the quality of life, and let me take a. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and to our channel here. But we have another channel if you like to subscribe to it too, where I speak about different topic. Usually, all the weekend I go there. I don't come here. It's called the quality of life. So usually we go there in the weekend, and today is weekend. I said to myself, let me spank Muhammad a little bit because my hand feels so much comfortable. I mean, disgusting. I like to leave my finger marks there. How many spank we did to Muhammad today? And Muslims, they have no answer. The only thing they will complain about, oh, we don't agree with this story. Oh, this is Sahih Bukhari. Oh, this is doesn't say that, CB. No answers. This is their books. This is their ink. This is even their translation. Prophet who want to kill himself. And the funny they say to you Christians, oh, your God, he killed himself. False. False. Even the Quran confirmed that the Jews, they are the one who supposedly tried to kill Jesus. It's not Jesus came to them say he killed me. When somebody kill himself, is somebody grabbing a knife or throwing himself like Muhammad here from the top of the high mountain. And we have tons of reasoning to believe Muhammad is mentally ill. When there is a prophet, he claimed that God, he spoke to him, and this God, he said to him, any woman she can give herself to you. I mean, who in the world can believe in such a garbage? When a prophet, he believed in legions like Harut and Marut, that they are angels sent by God to teach magic in the Babylon Tower. They open Harry Potter school. Obviously, he's mentally ill. When a prophet of God, he believed that there is a guy, his name is Solomon, and this Solomon, he used to have a flying carpet, and this carpet fit for 600,000 chairs. Very small. My grandfather's flying carpet was bigger. And all his horses and his kingship. When a prophet, he claimed that there is a prophet who his wife have sex with Shaitan. All his wives. Shaitan took the look of Sulaiman, and he took the ring of Sulaiman, and then he kicked Sulaiman out of his palace, and then he started doing boom boom to the wives of Sulaiman. And how the wives of Sulaiman discovered that this is not their husband? They noticed that the boom boom of this guy is 1 billion way better than the boom boom of Sulaiman. Makes sense. I mean, come on, the guy is Shaitan. You want Shaitan penis to work like Sulaiman penis? No way. So this guy Shaitan, he starts sleeping with the wife of Sulaiman, and he starts doing boom boom to them, and those women are like, wow, what happened to our husband? What happened? This guy, he never have enough. One after one. And then they reported him to the elders of the kingdoms. And then Shaitan, he noticed that he knew that him, and he ran away, and he threw the ring in the ocean. And then how Sulaiman, he get the ring back? Who know the story? Come to daddy. Let us tell you a story. Brother, Sulaiman, he went and he saw a guy buying fish. He worked as a porter. He told the guy, Sulaiman became poor now because they kicked him out from the palace. Sulaiman told the guy, if I carry the fish for you to your home, what do you give me? He said to him, I will give you 2 fish. Sulaiman, he agreed. He carried the fish for the guy. When they arrived to his house, the guy, he gave him back his wages, 2 fish. Sulaiman, the poor guy, he went home. Now he's tired, and he opened the fish and he found his ring. Where he found the ring? Inside the fish. Which ring? His ring. The ring of the Lord, which he can control the world with it. This is a prophet of God. This is a prophet of God. Huh? Brother, don't you think that this ring is something special, brother? Actually, maybe we should go next time live on air and we speak about the ring of Sulaiman. Now, how many of you, by the way, did watch my previous video about responding to the guy? His name is Fifi. Not responding, I just get him busted. Don't forget to download it and post it in your YouTube. If you don't know how to find it, you can go on my Facebook, you will find it. You can go to Patreon, you will find it. There's many YouTube pages, they copy my videos, you can find it there. I just made it yesterday. Now, how many people today they would download this video? Let us see how many of you, because this is a very important topic, proving that Muhammad is mentally ill. And if those proofs we provided that Muhammad is mentally ill is not enough to prove to you that he is obviously mentally ill, I mean, what else can be providing to you? He imagined, the Muslim agree that he imagined things he done, but in fact he did not, which means he's illusionate. This is confirmed by the Muslims. Even he imagined that he had sex, but in fact he did not, which means even his sex, the things became so tough on him. He became so much under the influence of the devil to the point he don't even know if he had real sex or not. He advised people to have sex with the children, and he himself, he practiced that. He tried to commit suicide. And in the top of that, Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs and women blood from period. All those things you put it together, additional to making verses about his sexual preference, privilege, money, fantasy. God, he gave him the best of the booty. God, he gave him the fifth of booty. God, he gave him a special fountain in heaven, special place in heaven. God promised him Mary, the mother of Jesus, to be in his bed. Imagine how filthy he is. Imagine, even Mary, she is not saved from the fantasy of this filthy man. A woman who is exact 600 years before him, he said, he claimed that Allah, he promised him, when Khadija, she was dying, Khadija, he said to her, hey Khadija, don't forget to say hello to my wives. She said, did you marry before me? God, what this guy is saying? Khadija, she was shocked, like what he's talking about. You marry before me? Because supposedly she is the first one. He married her because she's old and rich. So soon she will die, he will take the money. And this is what happened. He said, no, but Allah, he promised me the Pharaoh women and Mary, the mother of Jesus. Look at this filthy. Allah, he promised him the women of the Pharaoh and Mary, the mother of Jesus. And he is saying to Khadija, please send my greeting to my wives in heaven. They are waiting for him. If this is not a sign of mental illness, what is the mental illness then? My wife is dying and now I'm saying to her, say hello to my wives. Are you making fun of her death? Are you confirming that you are dying? Instead of saying, no, you will be fine, don't worry, I'm here with you. I pray to Allah to save you. No, say hello to my wives. You are dying. Go. Yeah, get lost. Finally. Say hello. Don't forget to say hello to my wives there. You have the reference in my book. You can have it. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will have the reference, all of it. So leave a comment under the video here And tell me what next topic you want to talk about. You like talk about the ring of Sulaiman? How many of you like to talk about the ring of Sulaiman? Anyone? Stop what? Slandering the best man ever walk on earth? Muhammad is the best man who walk over on earth. What is the proof? He takes shower with dead dogs. He have a lot of lice in his head. He dry his hand in the wall of his bedroom. We have a Picasso art in his bedroom after he have sex. This is the best man of mankind. A dog, he die under his bed, and angels are not entering. Imagine how stinky the house is. I mean, this is the best man of mankind. He advised men to have sex with the children, not with women. The best man of mankind, he advised you to rent a woman for one night stand, do muta. The best man of mankind, he's a doctor, Muhammad too. Actually, I did not talk about this. Do you know that Muhammad was a doctor? Imagine if Muhammad was existed today and he want to fight Corona. A man, he came to the Prophet and he said to him, my brother has abdominal trouble. Christian Prince, you don't know how to say the word. The Prophet said, let him drink honey. The guy did not even, he did not ask him how this happened, how many days ago. That's it, give him honey. The man came the second time. The Prophet said to him, let him drink honey. The guy, he came third time. The guy is getting worse. The Prophet, he said to him, let him drink honey, man. He returned again and again, and he said, I have done that. The Prophet, he said, and then the Prophet said, Allah has told the truth, and the abandonment of your brother has told a lie. Imagine you go to the doctor and you say, my stomach still hurt me. He said to you, okay, drink honey. You come second day. It's hurt me. Drink honey. It's getting worse. Drink honey. But it's getting so ugly. Drink honey. But I'm dying. What's wrong with you? I told you drink honey. Your stomach is lying. Allah told the truth. And then supposedly this guy, he was cured. Look, it says cured. He was cured, brother. There's two medicine. Okay, no, hold on. Muhammad, he have another medicine, which is a medicine for all disease. Anyone remember? Anyone remember? If you are, brother, if you are suffering from corona, brother, we have the solution for corona. Brother, I heard Allah Apostle saying that there is a healing in the black cumin for all disease except death. Death is disease too? All diseases. So why you don't give him the cumin? This is something he learned later from somebody. Before he stuck with the honey and camel urine. After that he stuck with this one. All diseases, heart disease, sugar disease, blood pressure disease, AIDS, brother. Take this, you have no AIDS. Allah will AIDS you. This will solve all the problem. Yes, brother. Who told him that? Allah. Allah told him that. But this is something the Arab was practicing at that time, and Muhammad, he take from people and he say it, and which is stupid. And then Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad, he knew not only about this, I mean, the guy, he knew why you look like your parents or your father or your mother. Nobody ever was able to know this except Prophet of Allah. The message of Allah said the man water is thick and white and the women water is thin and yellow. Whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. How he knew that? How he knew that? If you have orgasm first, the child will be male and he will look like you. Okay, I was not getting married because I don't want my child to look like me, which is very scary. Now I found a solution. I will never have orgasm first. I will do my best to make her have orgasm first. I will marry a woman. Her name is Aisha. And Aisha, Aisha, please do me a favor. Each time we do sex, please, 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 you have orgasm first. Don't worry about having orgasm because you are like Muhammad. You cannot have orgasm anyway. Aren't you imagining? Isn't it this is science? It's a clear science. I mean, what's wrong with you? Even Muhammad, he have a solution for magic and for poison. Yes, brother. Allah Apostle said, he who eats 7 ajwa is a palm date fruit, every morning will not be affected by poison or magic. And guess what? The stupid idiot Muhammad, he was affected by both. He died by poison, and Muslim, they claim that he was under the influence of magic. Do you see it? No, Abdul, they can call me later. I'm not in the mood really to take a call now. That's it for today. If we come later, how many of you want me to come later here in the Arabian Prophet? Let us make a vote down in the comment, and based on those to see how many. If we receive like more than 500 people saying come back, we will go live. If we receive 1,000, I will not come back, because we Arab, we think in different way, you know. If 1 million they say come back, I will not come back. We are very stubborn, brother. Very stubborn, brother. Okay, let us make a vote. Who like me to come back? Give me 1. If you don't like to come back, give me 2. If you like me to come back, give me 1. All right. Okay, look like the majority, they like me to come back. Therefore, I'm not coming back. We are Arab. We don't believe in democracy. Hello? Do you really we care for your 1 or 2? We are an Arab. People say yes, we say no. People say no, we say yes. You never learned until now, brother? Do you think we believe in voting, brother? Who disagree with the Prophet Muhammad? You? Chop his head. Who else? All of you agree now? Okay. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Because the Prophet is so wise. Put the head of that guy there, you know, throw him away. Yeah, just put it in the top of the table so they can see it. Yeah, in the top of the stick so everybody can see next time. Now, anyone disagree with the Prophet? Nobody, right? Exactly. When a guy, he came to Umar and he asked him a question about the Quran, do you know what Umar he did to him? He did beat him until the guy almost he died. Who dare to ask questions after today? Nobody. Nobody know, nobody know, nobody know, nobody. Da-da-dum. Nobody. Nobody know, nobody know, nobody know, nobody. Muhammad by poison, he died. And magic was placed on him. So the Ajwa story is a lie. You know, how the Prophet he died? How the Prophet he died? Any Muslim knows? By poison. So how this guy is saying if you eat Ajwa in the morning and he do that every morning, yet he died by magic? Hello? Do you see it? Sahih al-Bukhari. The Prophet in his element in which he died used to say, "Oh mommy, oh mommy, I feel the pain, I feel the pain, oh mommy, going through, going through. Oh mommy, I feel the pain." Where was Allah, the one who protect Muhammad? You know, the Muslim, they say that Allah, he saved the Isa from the Jews. Why Allah did not save Muhammad from the Jews? Because the woman who killed Muhammad here is a Jew. Huh? Ustad of Indonesia. I don't know which answer you want to give me for all those things you say. I said, but I assure you, you will never give me an answer. For you are a potato and you are making fun of those poor Indonesian Muslims who they need God help. They are poor already and you are sucking their blood, lying to them, and you claim that you have answers, but yet none of you dare to prove me wrong. Prophet Muhammad died naturally. Mr. Muhammad Qasim saying that Qadir, that Prophet of Allah died naturally. That means Aisha, she did lie. And Muhammad is a liar. Because the one who said, I feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar at this time, I feel as if it's my aorta being cut off. So you are saying to me, Aisha and Muhammad are a bunch of liars and Muhammad died naturally. Thank you very much for saying that. And this is exactly what we are saying. Muhammad is crazy, man. You cannot trust what he's saying. Thank you, Qadir. I really, give me your hand. Your hand, man, not your tail. Yeah. This is not, okay, your hand. Oh, you cannot touch me. Sorry, because you are a Muslim, right? Yeah. It's your prophet saying that. And you are telling me he died naturally? What's wrong with you? Even your prophet words you don't respect no more? Shame on you. If I know the phone number of your daddy, I will call your daddy. Let me go Zakir Naik for you. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Kill the breath. Kill the breath. I told you don't call me. Zakir Naik, take it easy, man. Do you know what the time is now? It's late there. Exactly. And you call me over at the middle of the night. But I thought you will be praying to Allah now, because supposedly the Prophet, he says the best of you is the one who pray all night. So are you telling me you were sleeping, not praying? Actually, I was praying. And thank you very much for calling me. But a second ago, you were upset and you said I'll wake you up. I wasn't telling the truth. Because I'm very humble and I don't fear my humble praying to Allah. Okay. So, why the Prophet says he died by poison? First of all, the story about the Prophet dying by poison is true. But you need to remember the poison which killed the Prophet is more powerful than the poison which killed usually animals. Are you saying that this poison who killed the Prophet, which killed rats, is not the same? Exactly. So the women should not use rat poison, right? Exactly, Christian Brent. For the first time, you are being smart. So what the women should use as poison to kill the Prophet, if it's not the poison for rat you can get from Walmart, which one she used? She used a special poison, and this poison can be found only in the desert. So you are saying that this poison is very powerful, right? Exactly. And why Allah did not protect the Prophet from the poison? In the Quran said, in chapter 13, it said that if Allah will happen. If what? If Allah will happen. If Allah will happen. May Allah will you. So are you saying to me it's Allah who killed Muhammad? Exactly. So, but it says that the one who killed Muhammad is the Jews, the Jewish women, not Allah who put the poison. Exactly. Allah, he used the Jewish women to put the poison to kill the Prophet. So why the Allah he used the Jewish women to kill the Prophet? Because Allah, he said that Allah, he will send the enemy of the Prophet. He will send enemies, and those are sent by Allah. Exactly. And you are ignorant. Thank you, Zakir Naik, for your response. Allah, He sent enemies to His prophets. He appoint enemy to His prophet, chapter 6, verse 112. Can you believe such a garbage? Shaitan, he worked for Allah. And Allah sent Shaitan against His prophet. Who is saying so? Muhammad saying so. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَا لِكُلِّ نَبِيٍّ عَدُوًّا شَيَاطِينَ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ. We appointed. So evil of Shaitan is appointed by Allah. He is the biggest devil. And the proofs in front of you. I want to say thank you guys for being here. I'm losing my voice, so I'm not going to keep talking until we lose it. So I really appreciate all of you. And let us, all of us, pray for the safety of the world. Pray for the Muslims, for their safety. Christians, Hindus, Buddhas, everybody in this earth. Pray as Jesus, He asked you to pray. Pray and be faithful. Pray and be loving. Don't pray like Muhammad and the way he taught to teach hate. Love the Muslims. Pray for all mankind. Pray for their safety. Today the world is going through a very hard time, and we need the prayer of the Lord so we can fight such an evil time we are facing. Soon we will have the Easter time for those who celebrate the Western calendar. And maybe we should explain why people have Easter calendar and Western calendar. This is just a calendar. Otherwise, both of us in East and West celebrate still the Easter. It's just about agreement about the date by the calendar, not disagreement about what happened. So soon we will have the Easter, and the Easter bring resurrection, and we pray that the Lord will resurrect the world and bring them to their mindset, which they can really go back to God. Bring them back to be faithful, truthful. We have a lot of sin happening in this earth, and more sin we have, more illness we get, more garbage we suffer from. The more we stay from God, the more we are alone, standing against all kind of evil. So we seek God help, God protection. We pray for all mankind, including the Muslims, and those who hate me and those who love me. I pray for all of you safety, and I say the Lord, He loved the world, and for that reason He sent His only begotten Son. For He loved the world, which means He loved the Muslims, He loved the Hindus, He loved the Christian, He loved all of us. The question is, do we love Him? From their fruits you shall know them. The words of the Messiah, the word of the wisdom. Show us your fruits, I will tell you who you are. Thank you, God bless you, and I will try to come back again at night, either in this account or in the Quality of Life account. If not, tomorrow. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and God bless.